It's week 2 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Javonte Williams. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Titans and the Eagles, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And his first look is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Rodgers. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 110 yards in the score.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Throw right side complete to Williams. Rodgers going to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It's caught. Mitchell. Dances by him. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 2nd and 4. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They'll look to throw again. And going right back to Hamler. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Pierce, diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. So here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Rodgers. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. On first down, Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. On second down, Williams. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Second and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground with Pierce. Shifts by him. Pierce has it knocked loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Right side, there's Likely with it. 2nd down and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aleem McNeil, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we scored touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom. End zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. A run for Pierce out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to throw here. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Another carry for Pierce. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Give to Pierce now on the option. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. They'll look to throw. Step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Eagles are going to have a first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 2nd and 2. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Yeah, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Ravens, losers last week, they need to pull one back at home to avoid falling to 0-2. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. The Patriots trying to hold on and claim victory. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. And meanwhile, for the Titans, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do? Put up signs that say, roads closed.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Throwing out left and finding Likely. Yeah, this defense rallies and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Santos' kick is up and through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though.
Take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Devon Hamilton with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Out come the Titans now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Oh, look at the juke. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Give to Pierce. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
You're thinking to throw to your tight end, it's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Gets past one man, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. Look at this, a tight end carry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Toss left side for Pierce. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Aleem McNeil able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Rodgers' throw is on target to Likely.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Now it's Rodgers. It's hauled in by Shepard.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second and 4.
And again, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. They run. It's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Rodgers now to throw.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Rodgers to throw once more.
That completes it again to Metcalf. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll try and run. This is Williams. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that's complete to Shepard. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And the Titans getting set to go. Rodgers now on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rodgers now on 1st down. Completes this again to Shepard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Likely hauls in the quick slant. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Rodgers again now. It's complete to Williams. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagle 16. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They go again with Pierce. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one. So for Philadelphia, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys.
Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.